The evolution of Dragon Ball games from classic to record-breaking sales. Dragon Ball has not only conquered the anime world, but also the gaming world too. With dozens of titles spanning decades, it's no surprise that these games have captured the hearts of millions of people worldwide. In this video, we will explore the entire history of Dragon Ball games and reveal how much they sold, from the early pixel days to modern 3D battles. Let's dive in. Our journey begins in the mid 80s with the Famicom era. The very first Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Dragon Daikyo, launched in 1986. The game was a shoot 'em up rather than the fighting games we know today. Then came Dragon Ball Z Kyosho Saiyan in 1990, introducing RPG element and card-based combat. Sales were modest due to limited distribution outside of Japan. For instance, Dragon Ball Z Super Saiya Densetsu for SNES sold around 500,000 copies. While these numbers were small compared to modern hits, they laid the foundation for what was come to next. The real transformation began in the late 90s with the Budokai series. But first, in 1996, Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension was released for the SNES. It becomes a cult classic, though it never saw the global release. Fast forward to 2002, and the Dragon Ball Z Budokai series redefined the franchise. With its 3D graphics and iconic moves, it sold over 3.5 million copies globally. Its sequel Budokai 2 and Budokai 3 pushed these numbers even further, with combined sales exceeding 10 million copies. This era solidified Dragon Ball's reputation in gaming industry. If Budokai was the start, Tenkaichi was the explosion. Starting in 2005, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi introduced free roaming arenas and a massive roster. Fans loved the ability to resonate their favorite battles in stunning 3D environments. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 remains a fan favorite even today, with a cult following while exact sales are debated. The series is established to have sold 15 million copies collectively. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 remains a fan favorite even today, with a cult following while exact sales are debated. The series is established to have sold 15 million copies collectively, making it one of the most successful Dragon Ball game eras. Between 2010 and 2017, Dragon Ball games experimented with new formats. Titles like Dragon Ball Raging Blast and Dragon Ball Xenoverse brought innovative ideas but saw mixed success. However, the real surprise came with mobile games. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, released in 2015, became a global phenomenon, earning over 3 billion in revenue to date. Mobile gaming brought Dragon Ball to an even larger audience. The release of Dragon Ball FighterZ in 2018 marked a turning point with its stunning 2D visuals and competitive gameplay. The release of Dragon Ball FighterZ in 2018 marked a turning point with its stunning 2D visuals and competitive gameplay. It became an esports sensation. FighterZ has sold over 10 million copies worldwide, proving that Dragon Ball could competitive in the modern gaming scene. Meanwhile, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot in 2020 offered a fully immersive RPG experience, selling over 6 million copies and with the announcement of Budokai Tenkaichi 4, the hype for Dragon Ball games is stronger than ever. Overall, Dragon Ball games have sold over 16 million copies worldwide across all platforms. From the retro classics to modern competitive hits, each game has contributed to the legacy of Dragon Ball in gaming industry. So which Dragon Ball game is your favorite? Let us know in comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the more gaming content. Dragon Ball isn't just an anime, it's a global phenomenon. And its game has proven that time and again. Dragon Ball isn't just an anime, it's a global phenomenon. And its games have proven that time and time again. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep powering up your skills. Let us meet again.